morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your geographical location. Thanks for joining the second broadcast of today. It's more or less I was part of the first broadcast. It's more or less a continuation of the first broadcast, but in a different. I'll go on a different direction. I've already posted the link there for those who want to join, depending on how long I stay on this platform. She does not need an introduction, which is Madam Dr. Biageli Ezekwe Lise. She is a graduate of Harvard, the product of Harvard, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and also University of Lagos and Harvard Business School. When she made this statement is from as a result of the national anthem that was changed or reverted to. The old one was reverted to. However, she took a very strong and bold position, a position that I admire. First and foremost, I have to give it up to the women so far in this issue of the national anthem. I'm going to play Aisha Yusuf video for you as well too. There has been different assumption that maybe she's has a health condition, that's why she sat down there. But that is not the point. The point is that resistance have to start somewhere. And if we can start by this national anthem, it's going to go a long way. It's not just merely talking only. We need what to correspond or our talk with what with action. And for Madame Ezekiel Lise, I'm not pronouncing it very well, and Aisha and other women, we have to give it up to them. We have to give them that credit. As you know, mothers are usually the least likely heroes so far, but they are indeed heroes. So they've displayed, they showed up by example what we need to do, what we need to add to our talk. I may disagree with Aisha Yusuf's comment in respect to those in diasporas are the most foolish people. I disagree with that. But our action in this regard of the national anthem is applaudable. And I'll give it to her again. I will give it to her and I'll give it to Madam Obi Ezekwesili for saying that I would never ask to sing the national anthem. And this is the way forward. And so I played the video and I like something on the video. In this video, Aisha Yusuf video that I am going to play now. Please bear with me. I can forgive the other women staring at Aisha Yusuf, but I can't forgive the men who are meant to be leader in terms of what? In terms of resistance. I can't forgive them. as far as I am concerned. That is a display of someone who wants a change. And we are going to take from that, we're going to extract that example and that of the statement of Madame Obiageli Obi Ezekwelise, and we are going to use it. And I'll tell you how we're going to do this. You see, national anthem is a pride. It gives you goose pimples when you sing it. And you can hear the whether it's the moderator asking, you don't. I didn't know that it has end. It's not something they are even familiar with. That clearly states that, regardless of the lyrics, the pride, it doesn't give that goose pimples. In the last African Cup of Nations, we heard when the ladies, the women, and almost everyone sang the Arise, O Compatriots, as a result of the performance of the what? Of the Super Eagles. If we're going to change the narrative, then we must start to act accordingly. We must put aside this divide. Madam Obiekwesilisi, she's from Anambra State. Aisha Yusuf is from the northern part, I don't know exactly where she is from. They put that divide aside and focus on what matters. So our responsibility on this platform going forward, like what Jagun often said, and many people have said, that all we do is talk, 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 talk. The talk itself is good. Don't let us deny that. The talk itself has its own role that it plays. But what? But we need to what? We need to action that talk we've been doing over the years. And in doing so, I came up with an idea. All on me, financial wise. It's not on the platform. I'm taking full financial responsibility. And that is why I'm hoping that women like Tope and Bumi will come on this platform because I need their support strongly. The plan is for us to what? For me to run a jingle on this resistance, non-violent resistance, and promote it in Nigeria in terms of this national anthem. I'll tell you how. Because if we get to the mothers back at home and highlight to them that, listen, we don't want our children to sing this national anthem. It is a law. If it passed into law, that means we will be breaking the law. But it's a good one to break. Put me on that, please. If we pass this message on to them by a short video, 2-minute video maximum, where possible, or minimum, and maximum 5 minutes of highlighting the importance of not going with this national anthem. Tell me how many children will be arrested in the schools. If we get the teachers also to join in this crusade of resistance, it will go a long way to also help to bring change to other matters. And that is the position I have taken going forward. This is part 1 of this broadcast. Listen, we don't know the reason behind this going back to the old national anthem. But like what Dr. Gomez said earlier today, the haste in passing this thing raised a lot of red flags. And if we are not careful and don't address this issue now, remember we disagree, we have issue of tribe, and tribe is inserted in that national anthem. So if we are going to sing it, that means we have to agree that we're of one tribe, one nation brought together. If we are not going to agree on that, then we need to start to address these issues now. It is what? It is the resistance movement we have to start. Aisha, I've started it. Madam Obiageli Obi Ezekwelisi has made a very bold statement. Like I said, I'll give it up for the women. They deserve it. They deserve that credit. And if we don't give it up for them, it's going to be a very shameful thing. Thank you. You asked a question. What is the gain from not reciting the national anthem? What much ado about nothing. That's what you think, and I respect your opinion. But you see, we have to start somewhere. It is not just only about the national anthem, it's about everything. It's about everything. If you listen to Akpabio's statements after the national anthem, we gain a lot from not reciting this national anthem. And I'll tell you how again. Because it is a national anthem. It will be played in both local, national, and international stage. It will be played during the football match, in every event. Now imagine if it's played on a world stage where dignitaries, high and mighties are, and Nigerians who are there decide to sit down and not to participate in it. It's going to tell a lot about the government. That is part of the game. It will also push for change in other areas as well too. It will bring this national responsibility that we are no longer going to take nonsense from our representative or those who claim to represent us. The national anthem have not helped anyone. And what has helped anyone so far? It's about building the resistance. Whichever way we want to go in fixing Nigeria, either we want to go separate ways or whatever it is, you need to build a non-violent resistance. It may not have helped anyone, but also the pride of singing this thing and building this resistance against this rush up national anthem. If you look at the content, I don't want to focus on the context of this national anthem. As you already know, it's a debate on its own that it's a colonial issue. I don't want to go into that. And I'm not denying those who I'm not going to dispute or disagree with those who made such argument. But it's about the issue of the country, how we run it. It's supposed to be the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It was floated and it was just passed that way. And we need to build this, we need to start to build the resistance. And that is why I came up with this idea to run a jingle. Sweeter, this thing. So the labor of our heroes past is now in vain. No, it is not in vain. It will not, but you and I are the one that either will make it in vain or we will uphold it and build on it, depending on how we respond to what is happening. The labor of our heroes past are not in vain. If they are in vain, we will not be sitting down here talking. But it's now up to you and I to ensure that the legacy they've laid down, the good legacy they've laid down, that is about to be destroyed or being destroyed is for you and I to now to decide to say, you know what, we cannot allow this to happen. If not, we will keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. If we don't action our talk, where does it take us? So if you are interested in being in participating in this jingle, it's going to be 10 seconds or 20 seconds each for each participant. A video which I will put together. Like I said, it's strictly on me, not on this platform. It will be given to Rudolph after the production for him to hear it. And it will be promoted, focusing only in Nigeria. It is time for us to do something and to educate, to help people back at home. I agree that the situation may have put them on the back seat, but like what Dr. Gomez said, change of mindset, we have to start to change our mindset. And when they see that even those of us in diaspora are concerned, it will help. It will boost their that encourage to encourage them for them to start to say no to some certain things, for us to start to hold our leaders accountable. What's your name? AGA for Nandi. I am sorry. Apology accepted, but not really necessary. It's a discussion. Those who eat and embezzle the wealth of Nigeria will always occupy the minds of Nigeria. So that will continue talking to land nowhere. That is your opinion. But are you familiar with what the phrase called, I changed my mind? Ejiofor, can you confirm if you're familiar with the phrase, I changed my mind? And could you also confirm if at any point in your life you've changed your mind on a certain thing or certain things? Could you confirm that for me? If you can, please, Ejiofor Nandi. If you are honest with your argument, could you confirm to me if you've ever, at any point in your life, changed your mind in this regard? Gladys, my sincere apology. Good morning to you. Say good, send your greetings, and good afternoon to you, Gladys. Thanks for joining, and thanks for those in the comment section also who have joined. So, yes, thank you for that, Ejiofor Nandi. Thank you for acknowledging, for your honesty. Though I'm making this as a sense of humor, it is honesty is not your strong point, but I'm glad you've woken up to it. Thank you for this. So if you, Ejiofor Nandi, at a point have changed your mind on certain things or on a thing, would you agree that there is a possibility that other people can also change their mind in respect to your earlier comment that those who eat and embezzle the wealth of Nigeria will always occupy the minds of Nigeria? Do you agree or believe that we can change our mind in this regard to understand that those who have embezzled and what and eating what Nigeria occupy Nigeria, and we highlight the negative aspects of that, they can change their mind? Do you agree with that, Ejiofor, please? Thank you again for joining, and thank you for your comments coming in. If you want to join the broadcast, the link is, I posted the link earlier, and I'm going to paste it again for those who wants to, particularly those who wants to be part of this jingle. It's going to be a minimum of 2 minutes and maximum of 5 minutes. Each participant, different faces, will be given a 10 to 20 second slot on a phrase to say, and I will make the video. It will be heard on this channel first for you to see. Then we will promote it back in Nigeria. Thank you, Justice, for joining the platform. I'll come to you soon. Let me just highlight this comment. Jude, Tinubu, Akpabio, and the evil APC are trying their best to distract and disgrace now on both local and international by using the old national anthem to remind the people about slavery. I don't know about that, if that is the. However, I can agree with you that they are trying to use it to distract us. But nevertheless, we are also going to capitalize on it and form a resistance, because I think that is what is lacking in anything that we are doing. We go about as if nothing matters again. And that is one of the most dangerous places we should never get to. Thank you, Justice. Welcome. I don't know if you heard me from the very beginning, and if you have anything to say, please go ahead. The floor is all yours.
Um, I didn't hear. I didn't hear from the beginning. I just joined because I saw it on Dr. Damage's Twitter page. Um, but I don't know why we are still talking about Nigeria, and it's, it's it's unfortunate. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I have myself muted. Why shouldn't we talk about Nigeria?
Because right now we have come to this point that Nigeria will never ever work.
So what will work then, if you don't mind me asking? Because it's
Total,
all
dis-
about. Sorry,
total.
let me say it's all about solution-driven points.
Thank you.
We're here to talk. Go ahead.
Um, if you have a child that is 60 years old and he cannot walk, he cannot talk, what will you do? So,
You asking me a question?
yeah, Nigeria is
Okay,
over
you said
60
if I have a 60-year-old child
that cannot walk
and the
and
child cannot walk
they cannot speak.
and
What
he
is going to
cannot
do?
speak,
Yeah.
so you are using a literal child
Anyway, the solution
as
to
your
Nigeria,
analogy.
we all know
Wait,
the solution.
hold on, Justice. You are using a literal child to push your point. Would that be correct? Are you with me, Justice?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Now, if you're using a literal child at 60, that child has been sick up to 60 years old.
Mhm.
That is understandable. At 60, Nigeria is not just it's not just a child, because we have different age group in Nigeria. Are you getting what I'm saying? We're talking
I'm,
about a
I'm with you.
nation,
I'm with you.
not an individual. We're talking about a nation and not an individual. So
Okay.
the floor is
Okay.
back to you.
If we have a nation, okay, let's go by a nation with your own narrative. Dubai took 50 years to become one of the best places Nigeria go to spend their money. Just 50 years. But your own country is 60 years. So what are you talking about? Is their head a double for them to fix their country within 50 years? But we are here talking about a country that is over 60 something years. Not only that is 60 something years, Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. And we're still here talking about Nigeria will get better, Nigeria will get better. I am a child, and now I'm over 40 years old. And there's somebody is telling me Nigeria is going to get better. It's a stupid thing for me to believe that. Nigeria
Okay.
didn't get better when I was 5 years old. It doesn't get better when I was 10 years old. It doesn't get better when I was 15 years old. Today I'm 40 years old. Over 40 years old, Nigeria have not getting better. And we're still talking about Nigeria getting better. But does it make sense?
Okay,
And
Justice.
when you say
What is the
it's a
solution?
solution based, we know all
Yeah,
the
what is the
solutions.
solution? What is it? Tell me.
Disintegrate, simple as ABCD.
Okay.
Disintegration. We are
What is the
human beings.
process?
The
What is the
process of
process
disintegration.
of this? Yeah.
Very simple, because we are white, because we are black. If we are white people, by now we have gone through the process. How did the Britain left
Whoa,
to the
whoa,
European
whoa,
Union?
whoa,
How,
whoa,
how did
whoa.
the
What?
European How the British
What do
left
you mean
European
because
Union?
we are black? If we
We are
were
black.
white, we
We
would
hate
have.
dialogue. We are evil.
But at the moment we are having a dialogue. You
We,
and
we
I
don't
are
have
having a
we don't have
dialogue.
dialogue. What then? If we're
No,
having
no,
a
no.
dialogue, why Nnamdi Kanu still in jail? Simple
Okay.
as ABCD. But Farage,
There is a
who
process.
proposed, but Farage, who proposed the British exiting European Union, was he in jail? You are black people. We cannot do things the right way because we want a white man to come up tomorrow and said, wow, America will come tomorrow, wow. Nigeria, enough is enough. You guys have to disintegrate. You will see this process you are asking me being put in place for Nigeria to disintegrate. If it's a white man that said it. But because it's a black people that are telling you that Nigeria can never work, let's disintegrate. You will not listen to them. Instead, you want to kill them.
I'm
Because
a bit lost.
If America come and say their own voice, let me tell you something. We should stop pretending about this rubbish we are doing. If tomorrow America said an envoy, or Britain is said an envoy to Nigeria to go and tell Nigeria National Assembly, okay, it's time for you to start the process of Nigeria disintegration. I guarantee within 6 months, they will put a committee to talk about disintegration of Nigeria.
Okay.
Why?
Let's go by this your okay, Justice, hold on 1 second. Let's go by this your last argument that if a British American envoy comes to Nigeria to discuss or to put on the table for disintegration, they will do it. Is that a bad thing? If disintegration, well, hold on 1 second. If disintegration is what we want, and the present government are not listening to us, and somebody from the moon, for example, comes down to say, you know what, let these people go their way, and they yielded to that, would that not be nice? Would that not be a win for you? You are muted. I can't hear you. Miss Justice, you're muted. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with his mic. Are you there? Now, you see, when we talk about solution, here Justice said if it's an American envoy or a British envoy. Are you there? Are you back? Are you back, Justice?
Yeah, I'm back.
So the question I put to you is this, by your last statement. If a British envoy or an American envoy or somebody from the moon comes down and tell those in the National Assembly, the representative of the people, to what? To allow this separation to happen, and they yielded to it, would that not be a good thing for you? Won't you consider it a win? You're muted. I can't hear. We can't hear you. You
Okay,
have to mute yourself.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's a good thing on one side and a bad thing on the other side. Why did I say so? When will a black person or a Nigerian solve their own problem? When? We know this is a problem. We have tried to leave Nigeria that the British prepared and handed over to us for the past 60 years. We keep killing our own people. We are not killing Americans. We are not killing British. So why should they be the one to tell you to disintegrate? Why you know that the solution, based on the elections, based on the history, that these people cannot cohabit? Where is your education? What is it doing for you? You got to
Uh,
understand that you have come to educate yourself, you have come to learn that you people cannot be together, even in your family. That's why when a child grew up, he left his father's house and he go and build another house so that peace will reign in the family. We as black people have come to understand that we are living under the colonial construct. And this colonial construct have not been on our favor. It has been a business for the West. And they have been giving them
Justice,
money, giving them resources, giving them human beings. And we
Justice,
know that. But none of us want to solve the problem. And anybody who rise up and said, this is the problem and this is the solution, you throw him in prison and kill him. So what are you guys talking
Ju-
about?
Justice. Let's focus on the question and the answer you provided. You said it's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is they agree to the mediation. What is the bad thing, please?
The bad thing is that why should it be the West to help you all the time to solve your problem? How many of their
Okay.
problems that have you solved for them as a black
Thank you
man?
very much for that. I wanted you to say that. Okay. You see, are you familiar with the phrase a mediation? Are you familiar with that?
I know I'm familiar with mediation, yes.
Okay. So somebody have been able to come down to do, you can't drive while you can't drive while you're on the live broadcast. Are
No,
you
no, no.
aware of that?
I'm not driving. I'm gonna be
All
stationary
right,
because
thank you very much.
I just come
Uh
to I just come to fix
the,
my tire.
okay, thank you very much. Somebody have come and been able to successfully make this mediation happen. And the integration finally has occurred. You guys have gone, each parties have gone their separate ways. You belong to the party that do not agree to this foreigners intervening in your issues. So when you going forward in your own region, you will not allow that. Isn't that the case?
No, you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you here.
No, I do understand. You want integration. Let's I don't want us
Yeah,
to go.
as much as
So if you get the integration today and you go your way,
mhm.
won't that is a good thing. That is a win for you. You will not be under the control of Nigeria, the so-called Nigeria again. Is that not a good
And
thing?
another thing is that you forget that your America, your Europeans that are going to be mediating are not going to be mediating with their resources without an interest. Do you know that? They're not going to mediate without an interest.
Interest of so what you are
They
saying,
have interest.
let me
You know,
understand.
Nigeria is the way it is today because there's an interest. You think Britain doesn't have intelligent report of the killing going on in Nigeria? You think
No,
America don't have intelligent?
listen.
So what
Justice,
I'm trying to tell, you,
justice,
the way
justice.
Nigeria is.
Hold on one second.
Wait,
Hold on.
no, just give me a
Justice, give me
minute.
1 second. I'll give you
Okay.
the floor. You are the guest. I'll give you the floor. The reason for asking for integration is because Nigeria is
Disintegration,
not
not integration. Disintegration.
disintegration. To break it up,
Yes.
it's because
Yes.
Nigeria is not working. Is that correct?
Right.
And one of the reasons why Nigeria is not working is because there's so much killing. Nnamdi Kanu is in prison. There's so much. There is kidnapping. There is poverty. There is this. These are a valid reason for seeking disintegration. And finally, you got that disintegration. What else do you want?
The point I'm trying to make, I want disintegration whereby when I leave, I can make a lot of decisions. We as a people can make a lot of decisions that will promote our own values, our own culture, and our own way of life. Not disintegration that I will be recolonized again. I want you to get
But
that point
it will
straight.
go through negotiation. It's gonna be a transparent thing. You're
That's
gonna
what I'm
have your
trying to. No, no, no.
representative there.
The point I'm trying to make here, as much as we want disintegration, why should we, as a people, as a black people in a black soil, waiting for a mediator outside? So we have to wait. If it is 100 years, 200 years for America to intervene, where is our education? Me and you here now. You are here. You are still supporting Nigeria to continue. Because your excuse for Nigeria to continue is that, well, how do we get the disintegration? That's all. If I tell you now that the solution to Nigerian problem is disintegration, the question you ask me, where is the process? How do we go about it?
Yeah,
So
I
where
mean
is your
it's a valid question.
Yeah, it's a valid question, but asking me that question makes you a black man have no education. Everything have a
I mean,
process. Okay, let me put it to you. If you're
there is a
asking me,
process.
if you're asking me, okay, I want disintegration. You know that disintegration will solve 50% of black man problem in Africa. And in Nigeria in particular, the way Nigeria is construed, if you disintegrate Nigeria for every ethnicity tribe go their way, it will reduce at least. Forget about the economical power. Forget about all this bull crap. Big economy, big population. At least it will reduce the killing to a barest minimum.
Okay, I think we agree on that. Okay.
So now you agree that this
just for argument's sake, I agree on that.
we always focus our attention. Oh, Nigeria is 200 million people. It's a large market, but you forgot that it's only a living human being that can say praise the Lord. A dead man cannot do nothing.
Say praise the Lord. Yeah.
Thank you. So now you are asking me, something that can stop the dead, for something that can stop people from dying, which is Nigeria being together. Do you know amount
Your
of
opinion?
people? Do you know that amount of people that are dying in Nigeria every day is more than what is dying in Ukraine that is in an official war?
I don't.
Do you ask yourself? We are not this week. Wait, Chairman. Wait. This week, all the media was talking about, your president, everybody's talking about that the 5 military men was killed in the east. But in Nigeria, there's no war. What is your military doing in the street?
Okay,
so
Justice.
I'm trying to tell you, no, wait, let me finish. Now you're asking me the process of something that can save your life. So when your life is in danger or your house is in fire, somebody will come and tell you, jump through the window, jump through the door. And you know that when the house is in fire, not only the physical fire that will kill you, inhaling the carbon can also kill you before the fire gets to where you are. So you must, by any possible means, to jump out from the house, no matter the kind of property you have in that house, to save your life. That's the only way you can build a new house. But when you allow yourself to die, you die with the house.
You're going off script right now, off track.
It's not off script. I told you the solution. And you as a Nigerian, normal Nigerian.
Okay, what is the solution? The solution is disintegration. Do we agree on that?
Yes, we agree.
Okay, and there is a process to follow. Do we agree on that?
Yes. Okay, tell me your process in a state like Nigeria.
There's a process to follow to disintegrate. You make a representation to the House of Assembly. People push.
That is a lie. A very big fat lie.
So are you saying there is no process?
Where is the power of the people? Where is the power of the people? Can you tell me where is the power of the people?
You are back to what I am arguing right now.
No. You can't tell me that disintegration can be discussed in the House of Assembly. That is a lie.
Okay. Listen. I agree with you on that, and that is why I've come up with a proposal of a resistance, forming a resistance, which is by the people. Among the people, somebody just among the people, just like this now, a referendum, which we have been crying for, everyone has been crying for, but the people now needs to form a resistance. Do you agree on that?
Yes, and that's the resistance is what we are forming.
And that is why we're here. So you see, I don't want us to go off script. You made valid point, okay? And I appreciate your valid point. And I also agree with you 100% that those that claim to be our representative in the national or in the legislative arm, they are not representing the people. We're on the same page. But I want you to come on this page, on the page of forming a resistance. Particularly,
then how do you form a resistance?
You see, it comes by education. I don't know if you're familiar with what Aisha Yusuf said, that those of us in diaspora are foolish, and she advised or she admonished not to send money home, which I disagree with. However, we have the power to educate our people. That is what you and I can do.
Oh, thank you for coming with that education. But Nnamdi Kanu have educated
No,
us
no, no, no,
enough.
no. When I say education, please, I don't necessarily mean the four walls of a school. Please,
I know.
I don't want.
Nah,
Okay,
like,
go ahead.
okay, let me give you a little background. Here, I used to be one Nigerianist, believing that one day Nigeria will be better. Even to the point of 2015, till I started listening to Nnamdi Kanu. And whenever you listen to him, you compare what have happened in the past, compare the present, you can predict what will happen in the future. That is education. So where did he lead Nnamdi Kanu? In prison. And Igbo people are making as if now Abba Kyari has been released. What is his name? The man of Mietiala has been released. But Nnamdi Kanu educate us, and he's in jail for no reason.
You need to form a resistance.
So Nnamdi Kanu form a resistance.
Okay, but it's in prison.
But as a black people, I tell you this thing, there's something wrong with this color. Let's agree. I tell you for a fact.
Listen,
I have
there
asked
is
myself,
nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with the color.
Wait, okay, I have cried all night, asked myself a question. There's something wrong with the color of a black, this skin and their brain. There's something wrong with them. When the gay people in America start agitating, gay was not in their constitution. But at the end of the day, today, even the church in America celebrate gay people.
So you said, let me get you right. You said when the gay people, I'm picking from the word people.
Yes.
People. Good.
Yes.
So and that is the focus. The people are the one that will form the resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So the people like you, the people like those who want Kanu, they are the one that will form the resistance. We will continue.
We have already formed resistance.
We
have
will
already formed
continue
resistance.
to push.
IPOB was a resistance force.
Okay,
IPOB
and the leader.
IPOB is a resistance force, and then Nnamdi Kanu was the leader of IPOB. What did Nigeria rush to do? They rushed to proscribe IPOB.
Are you suggesting that you've exhausted all possible means?
Yes, we did. Nnamdi Kanu wrote almost over 900 letters.
Because you've exhausted all possible means, you are now folding your hands and say right.
We have not folded our hands. If we fold our hands,
but you said you've exhausted all possible means.
What I'm saying, whenever you talk about exhausting all possible means, people look at you to go on a political platform, this and that. We have done that. Now we are now.
But we're not talking about political platform. We're talking about advocacy, resistance.
The resistance, you have to do it with ammunition. You're not going to do it with empty hand. You can't, with the way Nigeria is, you cannot resist Nigeria with empty hand. You have to have a force.
Okay, so Nigeria, but we are talking about, for the record, Justice, it's a non-violence resistance. Okay,
there's no way you cannot be non-violence resistant in Nigeria. Nigeria is a force that can kill you when you are not resistant. Okay, let's give an example. Delegiwa was killed. Was it violence?
No.
Abiola was killed. Was he violent?
No.
What's his name? What's his name? Okadibo was killed. Was he resistant? Was he armed?
No.
This man from Middle Belt, Obade Lafia, did he have a gun?
No.
When Nnamdi Kanu started agitation of IPOB in 2012, does he have a gun?
Probably.
He doesn't have. So be honest.
He doesn't have. But there is allegation that people were killed.
No. There's nothing allegation. You have to go by
There's no allegation of such.
Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB in 2012. I was not even a part of IPOB in 2012. But in 2012, Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have a gun. But they went to his house and tried to murder him. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu in 2011 or 2010, between 2010 and 11, Nnamdi Kanu was on the street of London protesting for the betterment of Nigeria. So in 2015, when they now arrested him, even in his hotel where they arrested him in 2015, there was not any pin found in his hotel. Does he have a gun? So when you say resistant, the people that kill in Toge, does they have a gun?
No, they don't have a
The
gun.
people that they didn't allow to vote in Lagos, do they have a gun?
No, they don't have. They were not
So
holding
what are
any
you
gun.
telling me? So what was the approach of government when you come without a gun? They kill
So
you.
what you are suggesting,
They put you in jail.
hold on. What you are suggesting is it has to be. We can only achieve it by means of force. Is that what you are suggesting?
It's not what I'm
Be
suggesting. That's
careful.
what the system
Be
is telling
careful how
you
you
to
answer
do.
the question. No. I am
I'm
not.
not suggesting. Wait. Me,
Okay.
my opinion. I cannot go to somebody who have a gun with empty hand to go and beg for my freedom. You have to match force with force. That's the fact. So if you say my approach, you say I should approach a government who have killed people, my predecessor, who approached them with dialogue. They kill them. Then you want me to approach them again with dialogue so that they kill me.
let me rephrase the
I should have
question.
a kind of protection.
Let me rephrase the question. Let me rephrase my question. In your opinion, since you say you are not suggesting, in your opinion, you think that we have to go by way of force?
That is the only way. You have no option. Nigeria gives no option. What Nigeria is giving us is definitely an alternative.
You started your argument.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. You ask me, I answer you. But I need to ask you too.
Go ahead.
Tell me one person in Nigeria that have approached Nigeria with dialogue, and Nigeria sit down with that person and answer them and come to a compromise. Tell me one.
I'll tell you one, even though it is not one.
Okay,
it's like one. It
go
is
ahead.
the people. The people.
What does the people do?
The people have not really taken the government to tax. You just argue. Hold on.
You didn't answer my question.
I just answered your question. I said the people. It's not just one person.
I said show me one person that have approached Nigeria through dialogue, and Nigeria responded through dialogue.
Let's go by the last, this levy of 18, this CBN levy that was reversed. Do you know about the CBN levy, the bank levy that was reversed?
Explain to me. I don't know.
Okay, they were about to charge customers, Nigerians, levy on diaspora's money that comes into that they remit into Nigeria. You are not aware of that?
I'm not aware.
Are you aware of the planned war against is it Nigeria? No, what's this republic? This country, and it was reversed.
Yeah, I'm aware of what that didn't go to war to Niger. That was not a dialogue. That was not. What is
it? What was it? Huh?
What happened there is the North is telling you that you cannot attack their own brother. We know. So don't make it as a dialogue.
Do you have evidence to that? Do you have evidence?
We have evidence to it. So
can
you don't
you
ask me.
Can you direct us to where the evidence?
There was a warning from the North that if you attack Niger, go and check somebody like Sani Twitter page. Go and check some of the northern elites. See their comments about that. But what I'm trying to tell you, wait, now you didn't answer my question, but let me put something.
I answered your question. I did. It would be rude of me not to answer your question.
For example, Ojukwu went to Aburi. That is what is called dialogue. When there was a lot of program against a particular set of people, when there is a raging war, the killings, everything, Ojukwu approached it from a very intelligent point. And they went to Aburi. That is what is called dialogue. Go and read that Aburi Accord report. Where detail. Where even Ogawan was coming there to come and have a jamboree. But Ojukwu assembled the best brain. And they sit down. And they draw whatever Ojukwu said on that particular documents is still what we are fighting for. So that's what is called dialogue. When somebody tell you, if we want to make a progress in the next 50 years, We have to do this, we have to do that, we have to do this. And we start, how do we do it? We're going to do it this way. You mark off, you mark off, you mark off. And we come to a conclusion, and there's a signature pending on it that this thing, if we do it, this is the result we're going to get. That's what is called dialogue. And when this happened, they come back and they didn't follow the well articulated report. Where did it get us? To the war. And we lost human beings. Still, we are talking about regional government today. We are talking about resource control. You go to Abuja Accord, you will see all this. You will see all these things where the thing is spelled out. That is what is called dialogue. You cannot say, oh, because the Niger Republic have a coup, and you as a Nigerian want to go to war to replace the government. And the word these ones are saying and this, and the people in Niger Republic told you, don't step in our land to come and tell us who is going to be our president. And you relent because you have calculated your evil way. It didn't work for you. You step aside. That is not dialogue. Dialogue is, you talk about dialogue, is you talk about another dialogue. When Nnamdi Kanu was agitating, the agitation started getting a lot of noise everywhere. There was a lot of uproar. They massacred Maso people, over 100 of them. The report is there that Nigerian military killed 150 Biafrans for no reason. They don't have a gun. All they have was a flag. The report is there. I'm not making it up. Now, Nnamdi Kanu came out from prison in 2017. That was a dialogue. Nnamdi Kanu went to the 6 governors of the Eastern region, or 5 of them, in Enugu. Is on record. You can go and check that document. Where Nnamdi Kanu told them, yes, we are agitating for freedom, but can you get a restructure? Okay, CC 8-point agenda. I want you people. They agree on it. They sign off on it. They have a press conference to endorse it. Do they do it? 2 weeks after that meeting, they went to killing Nnamdi Kanu in his house.
Okay.
That is called dialogue. So when we're talking about dialogue, why can't we go by dialogue? If you want us not to resist.
Okay.
Today now, they are talking about
justice.
And another thing I want to remind you is that
justice.
You are seeing Simon now. You see now, wait, let me finish. Just give me 1 minute.
No, go ahead.
Today now, when I read about Nigerian comments, I remember a few years ago, all the people that see Nnamdi Kanu as an angel. Oh, they listen to Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu is better than Simon Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu is a very listening to the elders. Nnamdi Kanu do this, Nnamdi Kanu. I remember vividly how this man was cursed, how they call him a warmonger, or how they call him a destructive person and all that. Today, because he's in custody. And now today, every focus is now on Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a criminal. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. But he's living in a country where he's a public figure. And if Simon Ekpa is not agitating for Biafra, I'm sure somebody like, where is this woman? Abike Dabri, who put him in a newspaper and said someone is achieving a lot in Finland because he's a local government, he's like a local government chairman in Lati. So
okay.
But now they are saying, and you think if they are making all the effort to kidnap Simon Ekpa or kill him, and you think when they kill Simon Ekpa, the problem will be solved. Instead of going for dialogue, they will not go. They will not be accusing him of all these things for people to see him as a bad guy. Hey, tomorrow they will kiss. Tomorrow they want to kiss Simon, and if they kiss Simon, they think the problem will be solved. It will not going to be solved.
Justice, let me make a clarification before I go to the next question. Just for clarification, okay, we lost Justice there. I think he will come back. Just for clarification, even though Justice says his opinion,
I can hear you.
Justice, are you there? Okay, you're there. Thank you. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you confirm if you can hear me? I can hear you. Okay. It's even though he says his opinion, I would like the record to reflect that Justice's opinion is not it's solely Justice's opinion, not the platform opinion that the way to go is to solve this issue of Nigeria in Nigeria is a way of harms. No, that's his own opinion. Welcome back, Justice. Can you confirm if you can hear me?
Can't hear you. Sorry, I had an incoming call, so you cut off my network.
No problem. No problem. It happens. Now, I stated earlier, you were not here, that your opinion is it has to be by way of force, which is speaking harm. That is your opinion, and that is not the channel's opinion, for the record to reflect that. Now, if you are saying your opinion, we go, his opinion is by way of harm. How do you go about it? If you don't mind me asking.
Thank you. I know you are trying to keep yourself safe, but it's okay. When he says
No.
it's my opinion.
I have to respect
But
the
whether it's my
integrity of
opinion,
this platform.
yeah, whether it's my opinion, but the truth have to be said that everybody that have ever approached Nigeria to have a dialogue about how Nigeria can move forward, they kill the person. So if the other ones that are coming decided to go with arms, you can't blame them. So if you said, if we are going by resisting of force, you know, I used to remember this analogy Nnamdi Kanu gave one time. When two people, like you are walking on the street, and one older person is beating one small boy, PM, he will be beating the boy. And you will approach that other person and say, why are you beating this boy? Stop beating him now. But if you are going on the road and you see two people, these people give this person a blow, and this one give this person a blow, what do? You go and separate them and ask them, what is the problem? Then this one will tell you what is going on. This one will tell you. You are the third party who decide to say, you didn't do well, so you guys should stop fighting. You settle it. But if it is the other one beating the other one, what will you do? You will tell that one, don't stop beating. That's what Nigeria is doing to people that approach them. Nigeria keep beating them.
Justice.
You understand? So the solution remains.
Okay.
If we want peace, we need to prepare for war.
Okay. So your solution, as far as you are concerned, is war, not continuous negotiation, because according to you, previous negotiation have not produced anything.
Right.
Correct. Okay. Thank you, Justice. Now, a lot may agree with you, and a lot may not agree with you. Janaba, welcome. Are you driving? I take it that you're not the one driving. Okay. All right. Thank you for answering. No, there's no gun here, so you don't need to put your both hands up. We're talking about Justice. I'll come back to you. Just give me 1 second. We're talking about forming a resistance, John Abba. I played a video earlier. I lost Justice. I hope he will come back. I played this video earlier. You must have seen the video, but I'm going to play it again. And I did. You've seen that video before, John Abba. I also highlighted what you're seeing on the screen is from Dr. Obiageli Ezekwesili. And the argument I am making is for us to start to form a resistance by way of educating people back at home. Yes, we talk a lot. We need to now put our talk into action. That is where we are today. The floor is yours, John Abba. Thank you.
First and foremost, thank you for having me here on the show. And the video, I've not seen it before. I thought that is the new Nigerian national item. I can't hear you.
Yes, that's the new Nigerian. Oh, you've not seen the video? Oh,
No.
I thought you've seen it. So let me play to the end then, if that's the case.
Okay.
Let me replay it. Apologies for that. Justice, I'm still with you. Don't go away, please. Justice, you see that question on the screen? I want you to ponder on it. After John Abba finish speaking, I will come back to this. This question is for you. What is on the screen? Ponder on it, and I'll come back to you after John Abba finish speaking. So that is the video. And also Madam Ezekwesile's comment or both statements, which I think we should adopt and form a resistance, a non-violent resistance, by way of educating those back at home, particularly mothers. I give it up for the women. So far, so good. They've been the one that have come out boldly to condemn this or to show resistance in respect to this national anthem. The floor is yours, Jonaba. Thank you.
I saw a lady that didn't stand up for the national item. I guess that is her own way of protesting it, I guess. Right? Okay.
The lady sitting down is Aisha Yusufu.
Okay. I can understand so many people's resistance to the national item and so many other issues we have in our country. If you understand political fight or people trying to erase other one's legacy, is common in politics and is common in people's way of life of using personal whether it's differences or fight or whatever you may call to to go against anything they want to do. To me, the national item itself, whether it's a change, to some is a backwardness, based on what I've heard from people because they went back to adopt what was written by a white lady. And to some, it's like even at all you want to take it, abolish the national item. A Nigerian are good in music or in words, like there should be another Nigerian that write the new national item. All of that is okay, but the whole thing people should not lose focus is that this is what politicians, this is what they do well. It's 1 year in office, and what they wanted to do is to, instead of us to say, are we better off in 1 year now than after they taking over of the Aso Rock? Instead of asking those questions and to see the progress or some of the failures, now this is the timing, even though I know they could have done it anyway, but the timing of it is for me is a distraction from the real issue in Nigerian hunger, everything, the economy is not working, the devaluation of our currency, and so many issues that we are having in the country. So they time it and they just put it there for us to be talking about it this time around instead of focusing on the real issue that Nigerians are facing. That is how I look at it on the national item.
Okay, Janaba, let me ask you this. Yes, it's a national anthem. Do you feel proud when you sing the previous one? Do you feel any goose pimples when you sing the former national anthem?
To be candid with you,
Or
I
you don't even
it,
know the national anthem?
no, no, of course I do. Of course I do. To me, that the issue is that you can pick and choose on issue or what you are looking for if you pay attention to it. Me personally, a national item, the detail of it, the word, the lyric are not so much something that I pay attention to it. Like I have to, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it, and the only thing is that I believe words matters as much as you the value it holds to you. So I don't pay so much attention to compare because there was nothing to compare it with. It was there before I was. Can I say before I was born? So I don't pay too much attention to how important it is. Nigerian whatever the national anthem, how it is sung, or people, how the people, whatever the impact it have on people, because there's nothing to compare with as of that time.
Okay. Janaba, I want to press further. I want to press further. You agree that the nation is not working. We can't disagree on that. Things are not working.
Yeah, that's
Or do
what
you think things are working?
no, that's what I said. I said that in
Okay.
my earlier
What
comment.
is the solution to fixing this thing beside
How we
having
continue to?
resistance to some certain things? What
Well, I'm
solution are
not.
you preferring?
I'm not against resistance, but the problem I have found with black people in general, we in general, we don't have a substitute, uh, and I have seen it play out in our fighting for democracy in our place. I mean, Nigerian space. I mean. And if you look at it in the whole African as a continent, you will find out that there is something some of them which we may not even discuss it on national platform like that, like this, is that we say the army must go during when we are looking for democracy and people die for it, well, we don't have plan of a substitute. Okay, this is it's all based on angers and bitterness, and so it's not working. But we don't work the alternative ahead of time. So even when the army left, the same army came in another way. They came in another form. Obasanjo was in 1999. He became a Nigerian, another Nigerian civilian president. He's still the same army. He was a uniform man. Um, if you look at it, is that we don't have alternative plan, and if we're going to agitate, I had justice I had justice comment before, uh, is a talking point like already embedded in some people that is quickly to agitate towards that instead of okay, they have had it over and over and it become part of their talking point that is easy to go around it. Oh, we have dialogue before, it didn't work. This is the approach before we have taken, and the time then and now is different. Whatever the military people, whether Ujuku and Gowon, whatever they went to Abori to agree or disagree or whatever has changed at that time. Time now, we have to take responsibility after we have seen all that is unfolding before us to come up with what is appropriate in 21st century, how to go around things. What kind of
Jonaba, sorry for interjecting you. I'll come to you, Justice. I just need to push for that something with Jonaba. Jonaba, we are most Nigerian. I mean, the average Nigerian is can read and write. The average Nigerians are also educated, and we know what is going on in the 21st century. Most of us know what democracy is all about, even if we are not seeing it or experiencing it. We know what democracy is all about. So, I've lost Jonaba. Jonaba, I've lost your video. I don't know why you lost. Okay, until Jonaba comes back, I'll go to Justice. Okay, Jonaba, you're not. Okay, you're back. All right. We know these things, but the question is, in see the urgency, the way the anthem was changed. We lost Jonaba. So I'll come back to you, Justice. Justice, are you there? Are you ready to speak? I want to highlight that question again. I'm looking for that question.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Uh,
Sorry.
yeah, I want to look for.
I hear
Yeah,
the I hear the question. They said it's anarchy. I never call for anarchy. So I don't know why the person said I want anarchy. I never say anarchy.
but
If we have to,
don't you think that can lead to anarchy?
no, it's not going to lead to anarchy because Nigeria, you are trying to put it on. Nigerian government have always loved to the people in we easily forget the people that went to Lekki toll gate. Are they calling for anarchy? If they're calling for anarchy, everybody that was in toll gate is supposed to go with a gun. In America, there was a law for people to carry ammunition to defend themselves. In America here, you can carry gun as long as you're eligible to carry it. America are signing up for anarchy? No, because they understand the human nature. That
But
people,
there's no law in Nigeria for people to carry gun.
now you are coming to what we are saying. You don't have a law. Even Jonaba
No,
want to accept that black
in the
people have a
context of
problem.
what you are saying, we don't have the law for individuals to carry gun. Doing so is going
So
against the
if you
law,
don't,
except you are registered.
what I'm trying to say, I don't say you should go and make a law for people to carry gun. So when people have gun, they are not calling for anarchy. They just want to tell you, I'm on my own. Don't come to my space. Don't come to my space. So when you know that I have a gun, if you're approaching me, you approach me in a different manner. But when I don't have a gun, you can just walk in and take off my life. That's the simple
Okay.
as ABCD. So
All
when
right.
we are
Thank you.
saying right now, no, let me answer the person question. We are not calling for anarchy, but at the same time, we have done everything as humanly possible to make Nigeria work. Have you worked? Zeke will tell you
What
that
do you
Nigeria.
mean? What do you
If
mean you've done everything humanly possible
I,
to
I
make
grow,
Nigeria
I
work?
spent 36 years of my life. I'm talking from my own experience. I spent 36 years of my life in Nigeria. I was part of an SDP. I was part of PDP. So I voted when it's time to vote. Now, people like Zeke do their best. They will tell you Nigeria will get better. Sam Mbakwe, Michael Okpara. Everybody have said, Ojukwu, even Ojukwu come and say,
Let me
we
ask you a
have done
question
everything
based on what
possibly
you
best to
said.
make Nigeria work. As
Let me
patriotic
ask you a
Nigeria.
question. You said you're a member of the SDP and which other party?
And NRC and
PDP?
SDP. Yes.
PDP.
Yes. No,
I know
SDP.
this question may be
SDP.
uncomfortable for you.
Sorry?
Why are you a member of that party, of those parties?
Why
Did
do
you
I what?
guys do things in a fair manner at that
Oh,
time?
of course. Of course. If they said, oh, if you have to get your voter's card and you have to be a part of a political party, you have to participate in politics for you to get a better Nigeria, and you do that, and Nigeria didn't get better, what do you expect us to do?
All right. Thank you.
Uh,
Local P. John, Abba, I'll come to you. I just want to bring Local P up to speed. Local P. To bring you up to speed in what we're talking here is solutions. which is having I came up with the idea of having a resistance. I highlighted Dr. Ezekiel's comments. Where is it again? This one that she made, using this present situation to form a resistance with the hope that it's going to spread across board by the people. Is because we come here to talk without a shadow of doubt. And we're not going to stop talking, but there needs to be what? A corresponding action in respect to our talk. So after Jonaba, I'll give you the floor. Jonaba, the question to you that I want to know is this. We are in the 21st century. Everybody knows that. Most Nigerians are educated. Everybody knows. It is the solution to the problem, immediate solution, just the same way the speed at which the national anthem was attended to and passed into law clearly shows that we can apply speed to everything. So, how do we make our representative apply speed to the issues that is plaguing many Nigerians? And how do Nigerians come together and form a strong resistance? Please. 5 minutes.
Form
We have a
resist
lot of people
when
on the
yeah,
platform now. Hold
well,
on, Janaba. Going forward, I'm going to apply timing because we have people on the platform now. So, Janaba, you have 5 minutes, please. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
when you say form resistance, are you talking in particular to the national item, or you are talking resistance to the government in general?
The government in general. We are just
Okay.
using this national anthem, the resistance showed by Aisha Yusuf and the statement by Ezekiel Ise. And if we can get our people back home, particularly mothers who
Like
send
I
their children to
told
school.
you, it's just a distraction. Whatever you undo with your executive or you vote in the House and it pass, to me, it is a fight between Tinubu and Obasanjo. He want to erase his legacy. They would not be in good term. You know, when he was the governor of Lagos, he created a Limoshogo local government. He refused to pay. Obasanjo refused to get the federal allocation to Lagos, and Tinubu have to sustain and went to court and later won the case and so many things. So to me, I've said I don't want to go into that. What I understand is that it's not a big deal to me. Whatever he has done, whether he quickly passed through the house because he has done his homework before. And if you listen to him before, when he was campaigning, he already prepared to take it out anyway. He just did it at this point because he's 1 year in office and knows so much to show for, and that is the reason why he used to for distraction and for us to talk about it instead of us to analyze the failure and the progress they have made in 1 year.
But
That is
but but
about it.
Jonathan, do you not think is the failure that focusing on the failure it's one way of also forming a resistance?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course. But I will not use the word resistance in my own word. But is I respect
Which word will you
the
use?
I will not use. Let's form a more organized way of countering anything. But resistance for me, it depends on how you want to define it. But let's go with that for now. But I
I
will not use
define it
that.
as a non-violent resistance.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. But the point is that yes, whatever you have to do is okay, but in a more appropriate and organized way. It doesn't have to be violent. It doesn't, and if it is even the NSAS protest do not come out to say they do not come out with guns. They come out peacefully, and they were organized in their own form, but they do not foresee uh, the evil in our society. How you meant well, and you go to protest, they will sow a seed of those people among you to be more violent, and in the process, you you will not accomplish your aim. So this is all part of the, and we are in a society where the military or the law enforcement are mostly work in the favor of the politicians instead of protecting lives and property, and no intelligent work is done. So it will be more in a well organized way and pronounced and let it be known to the world, and camera should be rolling and let it be defined. Anyone caught vandalizing, trying to steal. So these are the reasons that they will find excuse and say, okay, now the protest will not go further because there have been stealing and vandalizing of property. In another word, it may be them that planted that to that the sin will be seen as a criminal activity. So if you're going to resist, it still has to have a very strong leader in the process, have a court in place where when people are arrested and taken, how did the lawyer work to make sure those protests that are arrested in the process are released as quick as possible by enforcing the law. They shouldn't be kept there perpetually because
Okay.
trying to silence. So all of those things is the way. It's not because you can come out without a good work, a good homework done. To me, that is giving them opportunity to shut us down anytime we're trying to
In your own
push back.
opinion, we've been speaking for the past years now. Is it not high time this plan or this plan, or I don't know how to call it, that you set out now to form a good plan now? We've been speaking for the past 1 year plus now. What
Mm.
is stopping us, or what has stopped us from doing that?
That is the now will be more with it's a different level now. We have
Okay.
talked and we have talking, and now say we want to put it in action. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna have a meeting. Maybe they say, okay, let's have a conference. Let's talk about this thing. Let's have leaders and escorts that we work to make sure we are
Uh,
more organized.
Thank you very much. Local P, the floor is yours. Then I will now go to what's this guy's name? Eagles here. Local P, the floor is yours. Thank you for joining and happy Sunday.
Hello, everybody. How you all doing? Happy Sunday to you and happy weekend. I hope you're enjoying with your family. What do you want me to say? Nigeria. What do you want me to say? Nigeria. I think the other gentleman, he said, we've done everything to make Nigeria work. Sorry to burst the bubble. We've not done jack. We've not done anything. No Nigeria have done anything to make Nigeria work. I mean, how many times the closest we've even tried to be was we should have take advantage of is during the NSAS where people were aggrieved and we have like minds coming together. So that would have been a springboard for us to build upon to okay, now from this NSAS of a thing, what is the next thing? Let's end corruption, let's end bad politicians, let's end bad governance, let's like that. It would have just been a stepping stone to catapult whatever grievances that each Nigerian have. But that was probably they saw it and they did everything they could to make sure they jeopardized the whole effort, and that was it all. But other than that, nobody in Nigeria have done anything to make Nigeria great, because even our various life, our life, the life that we live every day in the markets, in the traffic, transport, church, work, wherever. How do we even treat our neighbor? We don't even treat our neighbor well enough. So we don't. So we shouldn't expect the government to treat us well. First thing first, because you can only get what you give. You understand? So collectively, we've done nothing. Individually, we meant okay. Let me try and just pay light bill to get lights. Let me try and just do one best. Collectively, everybody wants to take advantage of the system. Everybody wants to beat traffic lights. Everybody wants to jump the queue. Everybody wants to give bribe to get their way and move on to the next level in their life. So by all these things, we are even jeopardizing the effort of trying to make Nigeria work. So we've not done anything at all to make Nigeria work. Nobody in Nigeria have ever. Nobody. That aside.
So
Then for
what's the way forward, Local P?
for the like you said, if when you say resistance, resistance is like I said, the violent take it by force. You understand? These people you are playing chess game with, you understand? You've seen that these guys are they are evil worship, not even idol worshippers, they are devil worshippers. You understand? Their heart is as strong as stone. So you can the only way you can resist them is to give them match for match what they stand with. The only thing is that they are in control of the army and they are in control of the wealth. So the only thing we will really need like-minded people who can say no, no matter how much they pay to anybody. We will resist them and tell them no, we will not do this, we will not do that, we will not budge. You understand? The thing is, they will only come and put the tear gas there. But how long will they should be shooting the tear gas? You understand? And the thing is that once they shoot one or two person, everybody will like, I beg, I don't want to make I be the next person. No. They will run to our caves back to square one. So, like I always said, the people in Nigeria, they may not be able to do anything. I'll tell you the truth because of the way the system is. If even if a white man goes to Nigeria to protest, he may also be shot dead, and nothing will happen because he's in that system. But we in the diaspora, I've said this several times. Look, we have a big role to play. You understand? We have Nigerian government representative in all over the world, which is the Nigerian embassies. We can go there and do civil disobedience and obstruct the operation of that place there, whereby whatever bilateral agreement the thing they have with Nigeria is cut off. By the time you do it in UK, do it in Canada, do it in France, do it in Europe, do it in all the continents, the government will ask questions or will like, oh, something is happening. And trust me, I know they have agents in the diaspora who they always give something to say, no, Buhari is the best or Tinubu is the best. We have them here, we know them. You understand? But they can never be, they can't outcrowd the people who really want Nigeria to work in the diaspora. So I've said this several times. We might not be, arrogant or fight because if you do it on the streets, they will call their police to get you off the streets. We just go inside the office where the operations is happening there, inside the office, not even at the door, not at the compound, inside the office there, and shut everything down, not in a violent way. You're like, Oga, please leave that place. You can't do anything. Oga, you cannot go out, you cannot come in. Just shut the door behind you. Everybody inside. The only people who can go out is, yeah, you are protesting. Okay, you can go out. If you're in night shifts, you can go to night shifts. Those who are in day will be remain there. You understand? When they break, those who are in the day shift will come back. Those who are in the whatever will be switching. The place will be shut down 247. That is the only way the government will like, okay, what is it? Let's hear from the diaspora. Because
Okay.
then they know they cannot touch anybody, they can't do anybody anything. They can't send the military to go and shoot anybody. They can even tell the government where you are residing to come and do anything to you. It's not possible because you are in Nigeria in that embassy. So by the time you score to all the activities there, for two before you get to 2 weeks or 1 week self, the government will ask you, come, okay, they will send even the minister for diaspora or minister for foreign affairs, whatever, to come and have meeting with you people, country to country. What is the problem? What's the problem? So by the time we speak our mind, then we hear. But going to Nigeria and
Okay.
tell Nigerians to like come and this and that, it will never happen because these guys, they are demonic people. So the only way we can match them is give them strong-hearted. But this will be done by those in diaspora,
Okay.
not going to
Thank
Nigeria,
you.
because it will never work because they will see treat us the same way they treat those guys there. You understand? And nothing will
Okay.
happen. You understand? So
Thank
it
you.
is just to do it here and let's see what happen. At least let's do
Yeah,
something. Talking is too late.
that is a good solution you put forward. Like I've also said it before, I mean that we diaspora, we're sitting in a privileged position. I think Aisha also emphasized on that Nigerians, we don't know what power, the Nigerians in diaspora, we don't know what amount of power we have. And that is taken on board. And but don't go away. I see a further question for you. This is about solution, please. I'm taking a different approach to broadcasting with about solution. I came up with an idea. Local P also have come up with an idea, and we will start to look at all these ideas. Like I said, it's solely on me. It's solely on me, financial wise, to push some of these ideas into the stream or media stream and all those things. And I hope others who are interested wants to show their face and be part of it, spirit, soul, and body, will also come on board. Nigeria man, I mean, what's his name again? Is it gone? It's gone. Nigeria is a scam. The floor is yours. We've lost Eagles air. The floor is yours. Nigeria is a scam. Hello, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Local P,
Probably,
can you
yeah,
hear me?
I can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, I think he muted himself. I can hear you. Oh, but
Nigeria is a scam. You have to,
you.
yeah, okay, has unmuted himself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Good day from here. Thank you for having me. About the national anthem and the solution. I mean, the national anthem is not. It's not a problem, you know. But to me, having that national anthem is like giving credit to the British again, and it's gonna be a kind of trying to pay a kind of regard or whatever to the lady, you know, that composed the national anthem. There is something forefather said in the last broadcast. He said, does it mean that we don't have people in Nigeria who are capable of composing a national anthem for us? Let it be indigenous, because we are still giving credit to these colonial masters, you know? That aside, there is something Bumi said when you talk about the solution of Nigerian problem. That young lady made a valid point, but nobody want to talk about that. She said,
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Don't say nobody wants to talk about that, because even the people on the platform are not aware of what Bumi said. So just tell us what she said,
okay,
and we'll go from there.
I will.
All right,
I'm
thank
coming
you.
to. Yeah, I will. Justice was there. He was there. Local P was not there. You were there. I guess you left when she said that. So what she said, I am a Nigerian, but I'm not a Nigerian by choice. Somebody made me a Nigerian. So for us to solve all these problems, we have a bogus problem in Nigeria right now. Okay? It's not about national anthem. It's not about the National Assembly. The National Assembly is a product of this amalgamation. They can't do otherwise. We have to come as a people on a round table, discuss all these problems, agree on one thing. That way we move forward. Agitations will end because we will agree this is what we want. Okay? So this is just all I want to say. You know, we all are Nigerians, but not by choice. Somebody made us Nigerians, and we don't want to talk about it. We keep, you know, saying NSAS, all this and all that, election and all that, INEC and all
It
that.
is
We have
incorrect
to.
for you to say that we don't want to. I think a lot of people have spoken about the issue of we are not one Nigeria, we are not one, we are giving to us. So I think that is an incorrect statement to make, that we don't want to talk about. People, do you know how many discussions have been had, topic have been had on this issue, on this platform as a result of that? You want me to give you names?
Okay,
So
hold on, electricity. Why I said people don't want to talk about it is when this young lady, even the previous whatever discussion you want to tell me right now, when this issue is brought up, you see how people will move out from that discussion and start saying something else. This young lady said this few hours ago. Go and watch that video. Nobody said nothing about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said nobody wants to
Gentlemen on the
talk about it.
platform, I want to beg your indulgence to take on this man for a while, please. I'm going to go beyond that 5 minutes. So let's talk about that issue you are bringing up now. I want the record to reflect that this issue has been spoken about on this platform. However, for the benefit of that, since you said we don't want to talk about it, you are referring to the issue of the Constitution. Would that be correct?
I mean, it's not literally about the Constitution. It's about the amalgamation.
Okay. And the amalgamation, that means the bringing together of all tribes and they form Nigeria.
Exactly. For us to be Nigerians.
If you were here earlier, Justice was talking about disintegration. That is another issue there, as to people to decide what they want. Each section or region should decide what they want. Would that be correct?
See, when you say about disintegration, that's secondary.
The point is,
Okay.
we have to hold on 1 second, please. We have to come together first and decide what we want. If we want disintegration, then we'll go for it. We can't say disintegration right now. Okay, we have to dialogue, talk about it first, and make a decision if we want disintegration or restructuring.
How do we
Okay,
go about that?
that's my point.
How do we go about that?
Wait, meanwhile, hold on. I just thought you guys
Okay, go
forgot.
ahead.
Did they hold the confab conference some years ago?
Some years ago, during Goodluck Jonathan time.
Yeah, they did confab now. The conference. What's the outcome of the conference? Didn't they call every region to represent to say region to come and speak? So
Okay.
why are you not concerned about the outcome of that one? Where is that one?
Thank you. That's the same thing I'm saying. We are saying the same thing.
I said they've done it now. They've done it. So what's the outcome? They've done
No,
what's the outcome?
hold on, Loco P. The outcome of the confab, they don't want to go by that. Goodluck Jonathan told them, let us go by this outcome of national conference. But they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to accept it.
Sorry, who is the they?
Who is the they?
Yeah.
Everybody, all the representative of the confab. Some of them want to go by that, but some don't want to.
So what was if they decided, okay, at least what was the conclusion of that conference? What was the conclusion?
Yeah, to me,
Now,
I will tell
we will
you.
not know if it's implementable or not. What was the conclusion? At least they just like all of us having a meeting here, right? So what was the summary of that meeting? What was the summary of that confab? What was the conclusion? What did they come? If it's some say yes, some say no, they will go for maybe election or the voting or whatever. So what was the conclusion? Yeah, there will definitely be some yes, some no. But at the long run, there would have been a conclusion. What was the conclusion of that confab?
Okay, the thing is, the national confab is like inconclusive. Okay, because there was no agreement. There was no agreement. Okay, there was no agreement.
Have you read the document? Have you
Can I
ever read
say
the document?
something?
Hold on,
Exactly.
Justice
The
Affirm.
truth is right.
Have you read the
Before,
document?
hold on. Jonathan will be dead president. Dead president Jonathan. What he would have just done and do it before his time, so that before he leaves office, they would have implemented whatever they want to implement. He, like a Dansika attitude, left it there. Then Buhari came now. Buhari like, for what? If I hear confirm, everybody go back to your house. And Buhari took it and used it to clean, to wipe his ass and flush it in the toilet. And that was the end of Solomon Grundy. And that confirm matter ended there. You understand? So that's why I still blame Jonathan tomorrow. You would have at least be the one to make sure implement it, if at all. Okay, you want this for yourself, I will do it for you. You want this for yourself, I will do it for you. At least do what they want first for themselves, so they will know they have powers to control their own side. But yet, weakling Jonathan did not do anything. He wanted to make it to use it as campaign point in second.
No. Look, P. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Such issues is not in power of president to decide. That's why he brought people together. Jonathan can't do that.
Hold on now, you're not getting my point. I said when they came to conclusion, right? Or even if they did not conclude, he would have done everything to make sure that yes, we come into an agreement, vote for this, and the eyes have it and the nays have it. Case closed. Is it rocket science?
The eyes have it is not in. You see, the eyes have it or the nay have it is not in the place of Jonathan. He is a president. He is not in the National Assembly.
No, you don't. No, I'm not saying. I'm not in the National Assembly. In that conference hall there, the hall there, that is where they have concluded it.
Can I have my last word then?
You get my point?
Let me say something here.
Okay, Justice, have your last word. I'll come back to you, Lokopi, and the other.
Thank you. Number one, somebody said nobody have done anything for Nigeria to progress. That is not true. A lot of people have put their life online for Nigeria to progress, but Nigeria will not progress because the way it is construed. Even though you bring Jesus to become the president of Nigeria, Nigeria will not work. And the people who created Nigeria knows this for a fact. That there's no way people with different ideology, people with different religious belief, people with different worldview can coexist and achieve nothing. They'll achieve anything. They will not. And that's why they always come and tell us, oh, if you guys unite, they know that unity can never ever happen. So let's say people have tried to make Nigeria work.
Nobody.
They even died. But secondly, when people said let's how do they put it? We need to talk about the unity of Nigeria. We need to talk about these things. You can't talk about unity when some people have an agenda different from what you want. And I'm going to end with this analogy. You know, sometimes people from the southern part of Nigeria will tell you the north are illiterate, they are poor. And my question to everybody that say that is that who defined illiteracy and who defined poverty? That somebody decides to sit on the floor and eat his own food, and you choose to be on the table to eat your own, doesn't make the person sitting on the floor to be a poor person. You call the northerners they are illiterate, but they read their Quran, they write their Arabic words. Because they doesn't have your Western education, you want to force it on them. This is their belief, this is their way of life, this is their world view. You can't change people. It's colonization when you try to change people from the way they live. And this is what is happening in Nigeria. Allow people to live the way they want to live. You don't force things on people. That I want a Biafra. Why can't you give me the opportunity to conduct a vote to know if the majority of people that speak the same language with me want the same thing I want? Nobody wants to give anybody opportunity to do that.
But indirectly, you are still forcing it on them now to accept what you
We
want.
are not forcing anybody. We have called for reference.
No, you are forcing somebody to accept what you want.
My brother, that is a lie. Stop lying to yourself.
It's the same thing. Yeah, you are forcing somebody to want what you want. Ideally,
I'm an Igbo man. We have
I don't care where you're from.
So
I
you
don't care
don't
where you're
talk
from.
about Igbo people.
You
I'm
are
not
still
talking about
asking
your
people
I don't
to
know where you
accept
come
what
from.
you want.
I don't know where you come from. You got to keep quiet. Let me finish. I never interjected you. That's disrespectful. You come here, you interject people. But you claim you're educated.
I talk if you want to talk.
And when the call you guys illiterate, you say it's a lie. See, we are talking all throughout. I never interjected you.
So
But
because I'm illiterate.
Okay, gentlemen,
Because I'm illiterate.
go ahead, John. Flocopy, hold on one second.
You always
go ahead,
Justice. Because you're illiterate. If you are
no. Look,
if you have
Justice, keep
self-control
it
enough,
calm. Keep
you
it
listen
civil.
to people.
Keep
Let them
it
finish.
civil. Justice.
I be illiterate.
Yes.
Flocopy, please. I don't want this
Why,
broadcast.
if you're not illiterate,
This is what I want to avoid.
No, I don't want to be blind now.
This is what I want to avoid in
who
any
is forcing who?
Yeah,
Who is forcing
we will argue.
No. I don't want to be blind.
Argument is allowed.
I don't want to
but
reply
we
him
want
will
to
now.
have.
reply me, but you interjected me. That's
I
sure
don't want to reply him because if I reply him, I too.
Okay,
you can't reply me because you are showing your capacity of not taking what people can say.
I
Why
pass
should
him.
you
I
impose
pass
something
the
that I didn't say
mentality,
to
so
you?
I cannot reply him. I pass the mentality.
Gentlemen, we can agree, we can disagree, we can air our disagreement. What I'm trying to avoid, or not avoid, what I don't want in any broadcast I'm moderating on, is we start to use abusive and inappropriate language on each other. Justice, I hope you come back. I want us to avoid that because we have to do better. It's becoming an issue on this platform now, where we trade insults, let's focus. It's about solution. Yes, it's because we are concerned for Nigeria. That's why we sit down here every day. We come here. It's not because we don't have better things to do. We do have better things to do. So let's keep it civil. What I really don't understand about people who say Nigeria is not working these days. Yes, Nigeria is not working. So what are we going to do about it? We've heard that lamentation. We've heard that lamentation over time. So what are we going? There is a solution. Is a solution now? That is my concern.
The people are not ready.
Before I come to you, Nigerian, you said we should go back. We should all sit down and this thing. But this has been done during Goodluck Jonathan era. Where is the document? Why is it not being implemented? Is it that we have to do another one again? That's what I'm asking you, Nigerian. Nigeria is a scam.
Electricity.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the last part of what you said.
You said the problem or the solution is for us to sit down and discuss what everybody needs. Is that correct?
Exactly.
However, it's been confirmed that this has been done during Goodluck Jonathan era. Where is the document, and why did he not implement it?
Okay, if we don't have to blame somebody who is not right here. Why can't we do it again or bring the
Come
report?
on, Nigeria Siska, come on, be realistic. Why do we need to do it again?
Okay, hold on. Are you trying to keep blaming him and no solution?
I
What I'm
am not.
saying,
No. Nigeria is a scam. Is the document still in existence? You may not know, but that's just for the purpose of argument. Is the document still in existence?
I presume.
It's supposed to be, yes.
Okay.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. So we need to find out where that document is. We don't
Not me
have
and
to
you.
do another one.
Not me and you. Not me and you. We don't know where it is.
No, Erisi, hold on. But, okay, what about the
Right?
hold on.
Right?
Now,
not me and you.
No, Erisi, see, it's two things now, right? There were parties involved, right, in this confab.
Yeah.
Right? And some was to the left, some was to the right. People supported to be this way, some people supported it to be this way, right? Okay. The situation that we are right now, right? Where are those people who really wanted
Involved
the
in it.
confab involvement to be to as in like to come to fruition? To like, no, this you see, look at where we are right now. If this confab whatever was implemented or not implemented, this Nigeria would not have been this situation. You understand? All of them by now would have come out. And you see, for instance, tell me the truth. Who were the people they called? Majority of the people they called are old people more than 60 years. Many people that were attending that part, that conference, they were more than 60 years, 70. Old men more than 70 years. I saw them there, coming from different places because they were making so much money. You understand? How many of them came out to like, no, you see, the way the situation is right in Buhari's tenure, if we had done this in Jonathan's time, you understand, Buhari's tenure would have been like this. Now, we have to make sure that this confab must be implemented. I think we would have seen those people that was in support of the confab or whatever the is confab, they would have come out again to say, hey, this and that. But like I said, nobody did anything for Nigeria. That's why you did not see any of them. Most of them even went there to go and be collecting the money that was allocated for them to be attending the meeting themselves and their two drivers in the hotel. That was most of them even went there for, because they were politically I think they were lobbying for each name to be sent to Abuja by each state governor. You understand? Because you go there, talk to the state governor, they will put your name to go and represent them. Representing who? Nobody. Like I said, nobody. Everybody was waiting for their selfish interest. That's why they could not come out again to say, no, we did this. This must be this.
How do we solve this problem? And
No.
Igus, I'll come back to you, Nigeria Siska. 1 second, I'll come back. Igus has been in and out. Igus, the floor is yours. No, before you get, I'll ask you. There is a confab report. We are looking for that document. Do you have idea where that document is? Igus, I think it's frozen. I think it's suddenly his network just feels when I say when I ask him if he knows where the document is. Okay.
The
I use the
document
floor to
of
both of you. I've not time. Okay. That confirmed report that Jonathan did. Yeah.
The problem we have in this.
Do you know?
Yeah, when they talk about national conference, I hope you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can. We can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I want to start saying something concerning the national anthem about Obi Ezekwesili. What she said concerning the national anthem and all this of them. And if you watch Aisha Yusuf, there's a video that's trending right now concerning Aisha Yusuf. Aisha Yusuf has played her own card by not attending and by not singing national anthem. Even when others stand up to sing national anthem, she sat down and started reading magazine and all the rest of them. That's the way she play her own card to show that she's not in support of what Tinubu did concerning the national anthem. Now, when you talk about confab, that confab of a thing. I want you to understand something that place. Who and who represented us in that place? Is it the citizen of Nigeria went there to represent and draw the opinion?
We wouldn't know until we have the document. The names should be there. So we are looking for that document. So asking us that question,
Okay.
you will not get an answer. Like what Nigerian man said. Nigerian man said I should go and look for the document.
Now,
Nigeria is a
yeah,
scam.
I want
No, they are
yeah, I want to
citizens
draw
now.
our
They are
attention.
citizens. Those people are not from United States. They are
Hold on,
citizens
hold
of
on, hold
Nigeria.
on. Hold on. Let Eagles finish. Go ahead, Eagles.
So what I'm trying to say in effect that the people that we invite for that confab is people like them. They will not invite people that will oppose what they have in mind. For instance, people like Ozekome, they will not invite him. That kind of program.
How do you know
Because
that he
if
was
you
not
want that,
invited?
okay, if that kind of person was invited, he will tell them that this is the area you're going is wrong. It will not be have. I don't have document to, but at the end of the day, when we see the document and find out people that attend the confab, we find out people like him will not be there because one, what they practice in Nigeria right now is that if you agree on the evil or the bad road I want to take, then you that is saying no to what I want to say, you're not on my side. For instance, see what we play in Nigeria Senate. Within a space of 1 week, they have adopted everything. Tinubu signed immediately. A space of 7 days. But something that will benefit Nigeria will take them 6 years. They will not do anything about it. They neglect it. So the problem we're having in this country is that the citizen have been placed and subjected in a way that they cannot do anything again. How do I mean? When you're
How can we
asking,
raise the citizen up? Sorry for interjecting.
yeah,
How can we raise the
to
citizens up? We know the
to
problem.
raise the
It's a solution we are looking for now. Please go ahead.
now to raise the citizens up, the raise the citizens up right now is that based on what my brother was saying, that you have to shut down the Nigerian embassy by civil disobedience. And people in Nigeria cannot do that. It's only people in diaspora can do that. And not everywhere in diaspora can do that. In India, to do such a thing, it's like you have signed your death warrant or a life imprisonment warrant. I know what I'm saying. This is why I say I know what I'm saying. That do you know that if we bring
Yeah,
a report right now, what is happening in Nigeria? What is happening in Nigeria is happening right now in the Nigeria embassy. Do you know that if you go to Nigeria embassy here in India, if you don't know anybody as a consular or something nature to bring your matter, nobody listens to you.
Okay, wait.
You cannot step into that place. Police will fool you everywhere.
I'll give you the floor back. You can see what I highlighted there. Spyman's, the conference is 2020-14, the best issues. Now, Fumi here said there were 2 diaspora delegates in the conference. They did stand up for diaspora voting. I know that personally. You see, we need to look for that. We need to look for that document. And that will be that can be another way forward because what Eagles Nigeria is a scam is said is what Tony Inandi of Ninas is also saying, that we need to come together and negotiate and talk about our agreement, what we want. But this have already been done before. Why do we need to do another one? If it's been applauded to be the best that has ever been done, is it not for us to push to have that document published? Is it not the reason for the resistance, the nonviolent resistance?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the floor, please.
Oh, okay. Electricity.
Sorry, let Eagles Air go first. Eagles Air, answer the question, please. Briefly.
Say that
We can't hear you. Okay, we can hear you.
Nigeria is subjected to it in a way that fear has become the order of the day. But the only way we can make a change, the only way we can stand tall rightly is that by educating, sensitizing our brothers and sisters who are in Nigeria. How do we sensitize them? How do we educate them? We educate them in a way that you will be the one to suffer it. You will be the one to face the consequence of it. You will be the one to buy a carton of Indomie, 20,000 naira. Now, what do you need to do? Start from your constituency. Start from your constituency. That man that you know that is a wrong person, is a barrier. That when you go to the National Assembly, when you go to Senate, it will not represent you well. Start from that place to battle them. That's why sometimes I talk about kinetic uh, 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 enforcement and non-kinetic enforcement. Now, what we do is start from your constituency to battle all this, not from the governor. And then when you deal with them separately, make them to understand there are a bunch of disappointment to people that represented India in Abuja.
Yeah,
That
when you say go to a constituency, you are referring to the legislators that are representing
our
each
senators,
constituency. Would that be correct? Our senators.
yes,
And I
yes,
think it's a
yes.
and everyone. We are coming back to the same thing I've always been preaching ever since. Section 68 and Section 110. That is the point you just look up, you don't shake your head. You say we always come back to it. Okay, thank you, Eagles Air. Nigerian, do you have the document for us? I'll come to you, Nigerian Siska.
Yeah, I just,
Now, if you don't have the document for us, I'm going to kick you out of it. Do you have that document for us?
let me explain to you now.
Okay, go
Good
ahead.
afternoon, good
2
evening, everyone.
seconds.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to butt in a little bit because the guy said the settlement was not there. The 2014 conference, national conference during Jonathan was represented. Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
The 2014 national conference during by Jonathan, it was about 400 and something representative, all traditional ruler, stakeholder, different people, all part of that is all the old tribes. We are there. After the white paper, they have a white paper for it. Ezekiel, all of them was there. When this guy was there, Ezekiel was there. Then they now give the white paper before Jonathan wanted to leave 2015. He was not able to implement it. He now hand over it to Buhari. When Buhari came, Buhari dumped it and dropped it aside. 2019 conference of El-Rufai. That 2014 was the best. Even 2019 of El-Rufai, that Buhari was still a good one. See the same thing. Everything. All the old lawyer was there. The Mezekomen was there. All of them. They were out there. They drafted
Are
it.
you
Everything.
100% sure that Mike Ezekomen was there, attended that
Go out.
conference?
No. If
No,
what are you saying?
I believe it's there. No, the guy
He's
now.
there.
believe
No,
it.
he was.
So
That
Eagles Air.
Ezekomen represented Iyo people from Ososo, from
Yeah,
Ugeli or something like that.
he's there.
From the people.
Okay.
Let me tell you, if you don't
Eagles
want,
Air.
okay, electricity.
No,
Let me give you
I
another
agree.
part.
No. Oh, wait,
Let me give you. Go and watch here
It's
now. Go and
because
watch here if you want to know.
No, wait. Eagles Air said if Mike Ezekomen was there, he would have produced that report. Eagles Air,
That is
you
right.
can hear now
No, it's okay. You can
that
do
Mike
and find. Let me
Ezekomen
just
was
give you
there.
one thing. I'm going and listen, please.
Okay,
Just 1 minute.
Go ahead.
If you by yourself, now if you finish, go and watch. On Wednesday, on Tuesday. On Tuesday,
Yeah.
when in the National Assembly, when they call Ezekomen was the person that represents us for public hearing. He said everything again. All he did there, he explained everything there. That did not tell them to pass the National Assembly, the national anthem that they are doing according to the law. Go and watch it. It was there. It was in the National Assembly for about 30 minutes video. Okay, so
No,
you go and watch it.
we are talking about the Confab 2014.
Yeah, that is what I'm telling you. Like Ezekomen
Okay, all
repeat
right. I
everything
will
there
watch it.
again. He repeat
Okay,
everything
thank
there
you.
again. So that's what
I
I'm
will
telling
watch it
you.
there again.
Okay,
Thanks, I
thank you.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Okay.
Eagle said you heard that very well. So I will go watch the video because now it has taken a different turn. In forming this civil resistance, we also need that document. We're going to search for that document. I am going to employ the help of Nigeria is a Scam Local P and the Eagles for us to look for this. Anyway, Replies to you, Nigeria is a scam. Replies to you, Nigeria is a scam. Can you speak, please?
Oh, okay. Just like you said, after this conversation, I believe that report must be online. Okay, we all have to search for it. It must be. I believe it must be online.
Somebody said there are videos of the conference here on YouTube, so I just highlighted. I will search for it. That will be my assignment.
No, the
Don't worry,
video,
I'll
the
search
video
for
is
it.
everywhere. The video is not the report. The
Yeah,
report
I
is
know, but it will help us if we
okay.
can
Sure.
find spot the name those who were on the video, those who acknowledge that they were among the people in that report. Then we can start calling their names and look for them and say, where is this report?
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's the
Okay.
point I'm
Sure.
saying.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
believe.
we're moving forward. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sure. We are moving forward. They are watching. They are listening. So the thing is, I believe the reason they didn't implement that confab report or outcome is because it's not gonna benefit the elites. Okay. And I could remember that there is this man. I've said this here before on this platform. There is this man. He's from Adamawa State. He said he got angry. He was angry. He stood up. He said, all these things Nigerians are doing, what they're doing right there, that he is ready and his people, they are ready to go back to their people in Cameroon. That if Nigeria don't want them, they are ready to move and go back home. So a lot of people showed up their grievances, and this is how to settle problem. Dialogue, and they say Jojo is better than war, So everything that is happening in Nigeria right now, the elites, they know the problem. They know, but they don't just want to solve the problem because it's benefiting them. Check all of them. None of their families are suffering all this. Immediate family, they don't suffer all these things. They don't care. All their kids, children are abroad studying. So it doesn't hurt them. They don't feel no pain, nothing. So, like you said, Nigerians have to do something. Civil disobedience, it helps, but Nigerian security apparatus are not civilized. People cannot just go out on the street to protest or do some kind of civil disobedience. It will bounce back on them. And these are hungry people. People are impoverished already. I don't blame them. And somebody said,
I
Local P
know.
said, we should go to the embassies and, protest and all that. I believe that. I have once said to somebody, my friend, I said, do you know that if all Nigerians in diaspora, with all sincerity, can forfeit a week job wherever we are, just a week.
Hello, don't you say for what?
No,
You
hold
want
on, hold on. I
I go
said,
spend my
if
hour. You know
no,
my
Local P,
hour
remember,
go
I
spend it for
said,
Nigeria matter. No, man, witchcraft for you, witchcraft for you, witchcraft.
yeah, hold on, I'm coming. I said, if Nigerians in diaspora can forfeit a week job, right? Say, we are not going to work, complain to your supervisor, to your job. Please, my people are suffering. This is my problem. Give me a week off. Take it. Something will happen. Something different will happen. But I know it's a near impossible something. Or a near possible something. It's not gonna be easy. But if we do that with all our heart as patriotic citizens,
I swear it
something
will
will
work.
change.
It will work. It
Yeah,
will
thank you.
100% work.
It will work. Somebody said Nina should have it. I'm going to contact. 1 second, please. I'm going to contact Tony Nandi, okay, because we chat once in a while on issues, and he sends me for if he has a copy to provide me a copy of this document. I have a broadcast on Saturday coming. If I can get a document before that Saturday, I am going to suspend that Saturday broadcast, and we will talk about this confab report because they said the solution. It is argued that the solution to solve Nigerian problem is inside that confab. So if we find it, then we'll be able to move forward and solve the problem of that. So I'm going to find. Somebody also said it's in PDF form. and everything. But one thing every one of us, most of us, have agreed on today, including those in the comment section, is we are our own problem. We are putting it in my own words. We are equally our own solution, to find solution to what, to our problem. Go ahead. What's your name? Nigeria is a scam. Then I'll go to local P. Then I'll go to Iguse. Conclude. You have 1 minute to conclude your argument. Nigeria is a scam.
Uh, I mean, I don't have much to say. I've already pointed out the problem of Nigeria and the solution. All we need is come together in a round table. I don't want to go back to Aburi Accord, because I mean, that is a kind of trying to open a old wound. So what we need to do is bring the most recent one, the confab of 2014, look at it, see the reports, and whatever that we like right there, people should talk about it. And the Eagles Air, you were talking about bringing citizens, everybody must not be there. I don't wish to be there. I don't see, it's not important. All I need is a representative who knows what the people want. Everybody must not be there. 100, over 120 million people cannot be there. There are delegates, the traditional rulers, the representatives, whoever, who are eligible to be there should be there and discuss all this. Everybody should not be there. That's it.
No, everybody can't be there. It's not realistic. Not
Exactly.
everybody can't be there. It's not realistic.
Sure.
That is a wish. That is a wishful thinking. 200 million Nigerians to be in one place. How are you
200
going to
million. I
manage
said
that?
100 and something million. My bad.
100 and something. Even if it is 50 million, sir, even
Sure.
10 million, sir, we all can be. We need representative. Unwa Chicks, I'll come to you, local. Unwa Chicks, I've not seen any link on this comment section you sent. I'm not seeing a link here. So I don't know. Could you try and resend it, please? If you don't mind, please. I will appreciate if you can resend it. So that it saves me from local P, the floor is yours, then I'll now go to Eagle's head.
No, for the conclusion, like I've said, it Nigerians are not really ready. We might say yes, the one in Nigeria is obvious, not really ready because trust me, fear for their lives, fear for their loved ones, and Nigerian nobody really want to sacrifice for the benefit of other person. They're like local Nigerian, I can't go fight, can't stop at that finish. Then somebody can go to enjoy my what I suffer for. No, for what? This and that. That kind of mentality. So nobody really wants to fight for anybody. That's why they don't want to, and indirectly they will not fight for themselves. You understand? So nobody will do anything in Nigeria. You understand? Except something happened. You understand? But in the diaspora, like I said, we can't continue like this. We really have to do something. We can't just be talking because the truth is this: if Nigeria is not good, it tells on all of us in the diaspora because at the end of the day, they will be the ones that they will complain to and be sending money to them. Our small change that is not even enough. Look, even abroad, they're talking diaspora. Diaspora is bad right now. Abroad life is not as enjoyable as greener pastures as it used to be anymore. Now the economy, the whole economy now, France, Europe now, they are facing third world, they're becoming third world economy right now. You understand? Some politicians are even saying that Macron should step down because Macron's bad governance have opened Africans' eye. Africans are now open right now. So France is on the verge of going to third world country. Look at what is happening in America right now. Now you can only find that kind of American kind of politics trying governor or president or else president, this and that in third world kind of country. So they are all of them. UK the same thing. You understand? The economy want for crash kid for UK. So abroad that so, but still, abroad, you still have to send something to Nigeria. So we all have to try in the diaspora to make sure that the country that we as our home here is good, so that it will still be of ease to us. So that not to be sending our lives, to be scratching our killing ourselves to make sure we send something home. You understand? So we in diaspora, we really seriously need to do something. You understand? Look at Indian community. Sorry, let me say this story. You see India here, right? India community in the UK here. When an Indian do not have documents and he's trying to work, kind of just work to survive, and he's not being paid. Maybe whoever is working for refuse to pay him. You know what he does? He just go and tell his Indian community both the rich, the poor, as a high class worker and local middle class worker, all of them with their community, they will gather themselves and go to that place and ask that guy, why do you refuse to pay this guy? Because he doesn't have people. Why? Why would what just they will even pay the guy and call police on you? Like you are employing people who don't have people and you refuse to pay them. Then you will not be in problem. But in Nigeria, you work for somebody because you have people, they will not pay you. Nobody, no Nigerian community will stand for you. All they are just to go look for the nearest party and go and be drinking beer, drink party, this and that. Go and be showing off like I live in 3 bedroom, I live in semi-detached, I live in full detached. That's what they do in the Nigerian community. They don't support each other. I don't know which witchcraft they all take causes for Nigeria. Say they would not think other community will be progressing, whatever. Look at even Palestinian that they think they are Muslim, that they don't even like it. So look at how people are still rallying for support for them. Even other country nationals are saying yes, free Palestinians because of whatever, despite the negative name they are even be bearing. You understand? But Nigeria, nobody's pursuing us, nobody's witch-hunting us. We are just the one witch-hunting ourselves for just nothing. So, like I said, my brother, we have to do something about it, man. We can't continue like this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Igu said the floor is yours. Thank you for joining us. What's your name again? Victor. Igu said the floor is yours, please.
All right. So what I'm trying to say in effect is that for us to achieve to make a change in Nigeria, we need to have to come together. We need to come together. We need to themselves. Nigerian citizens, they don't agree with themselves. Nigerian citizens, they don't stay together, they don't bind themselves together to fight the forces that come after them. As we are discussing this thing now, as we are in this panel now, making discussion now, don't suppose that one person will come here now, as we are talking how to get solution, and begin to fight everybody, begin to fight opinion of everybody. Instead of giving his own opinion or do some direction, he began to raise a voice or began to raise a word that is very contrary to what we are discussing.
That
So
will
how
not
do we make
happen
progress?
under my watch. That would not happen under my watch. Like I said, I'm taking a different approach.
But you always see it happening in forefather when forefather is in panel.
Well, that is
you always see it when
taking
forefather is in panel.
Listen,
all right. So
you know they say forefather na witchcraft. Forefather get better problem. Forefather get better problem.
I'm not saying that it's a witchcraft. Yeah, I'm not saying that's a witchcraft. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's a witchcraft. There are some certain things. There are some certain things he condone. There are some certain things condone that are not supposed to condone. That's the main issue. So the most important thing.
Forefather witchcraft.
Forefather is not a witchcraft, but there are some certain things he condone are not supposed to be condoned.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say in effect is that if whatever thing we discuss here and whatever thing we discuss here right now, let it be on something that all of us will agree for a better Nigeria, for a good thing. Now, this have a platform. Problem that we have that after having this discussion, that will sensitize, that will educate our people. Hardly you see this thing being shared to every Nigeria or share in a platform on a WhatsApp platform. Now people will listen and understand where the problem is coming from and what will be the next solution to handle it. At the end of the day, you find that this will just end here. Formally, I always look for this opportunity when this kind of thing is shared in a manner that you can share it in a WhatsApp, that in any group WhatsApp, people will listen to it and follow it and say, okay, we have come of age that something is going on, and this is what we had, and this is what the solution and way forward. You will not see it. Last week, I make mention of this into forefather that after discussing, look for these better ways that divide all the whole program. Don't allow it to be lengthened so that you'll be able to share it a platform. If we are, like for instance, in my community platform here in New Delhi or Nigeria, or my kindred platform, I share it to them. Now it have get to grassroots.
If you
they will hear it.
If you say Dr. Damage usually cuts the video. So if you go to the platform, you will always, if you're a subscriber, it will always come to you. Dr. Damage actually cuts the videos into short videos. And the important part, he cut it into short videos and he sent it
Not
off. So
regular,
if you
not regular,
no, it
not
doesn't
regular.
regular. No. Listen, it's not, this job is
Because
not easy. Let's take a break.
do you
Take
know
a break.
how many times? Do you know how many times I used to rewatch this program? After this program now, tomorrow probably if I have chance, I have to go back and rewatch it again. This one
Okay.
I'm not rewatching it because I want to. I don't have anything to do. No, I want to settle down and hear from every word again, back to back, what people said,
Okay.
or try to
That's a
get the
good thing.
knowledge of what they said, so that I'll be able to add it on my own.
Okay. Thank you very
I hope
much,
you understand
Victor.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what
Yeah,
you're
thank
saying.
you.
Okay, what will happen is I have your number, I have your WhatsApp. What will happen is I will forward you the short clip that I consider important. I hope they're important to you, and send it to you via WhatsApp. Is that a fair deal? Are you okay with that? Okay, I think it's frozen again. Victor, welcome on the platform. Before I come to you, you see what is highlighted on this screen here is very, very important. I left it here. Not because we stay hours, but the fact that we don't spend much time in reading. And this problem is also within Christians, whereby they don't read the Bible for themselves. They don't read the Bible for themselves. I'm sorry to say, I'm not changing the subject. Even those who argue the Constitution, they've not even read the Constitution. I'm not saying you cannot condemn a book, but first try and read it first. Don't go with the bad wagons and say, oh, because Lokopi said the Constitution is a fraud. Then I was when I said the Constitution is a fraud, and I've not read it.
And sorry to say, that
Yeah.
is what is wrong with many Nigerians. They just be like they be
Many of
follow.
us,
As 85% of Nigeria just follow the
they just
bandwagon.
follow.
Follow the bandwagon. It just put to their ear. Hey, yes, it's true, it's true, it's true, it's
It,
true. They just
it's true,
follow.
it's true, it's true. They
Many,
just go with it. And
many
I deliberately left it here like this. We
propaganda.
don't read. We just don't want to bother reading. Anyway, Victor, the floor is yours. Thanks for joining the platform.
Yeah, thank you, Tristan. Thank everyone on call this afternoon. I hope you're watching, and I just wanted to make a quick contribution with regards to confab report. I obviously haven't seen the report, but I think that report we might need to revisit the confab situation again if we're serious of moving Nigeria forward. And the reason why I say that is, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that report or the confab itself was set up the way that it was going to be implementable. And the reason I say that is because there's no legal framework or backing to that confab. It's just a good gesture or good way from Jonathan, which there's nothing to make it implementable. So if we're really serious about coming together, having a discussion, and trying to change the country, getting everyone to agree, I think the first thing that any president who wants to do that, or anybody who wants to do, is to set a legal framework that will make that implementable. And this is why I say so. In United Kingdom here, before Scotland, when Scotland wanted to leave the UK, there was a legal framework that was developed that says Scotland will have a vote, and the outcome of that vote will be implemented on so and so date. Now, and the referendum happened, and the outcome was that Scotland voted to stay. So I think if Jonathan, maybe in hindsight, what he could have done would have been for before initiating that confab, to go to the National Assembly and elect an act that would make that the outcome of that confab implementable. And this is my view. So if you had
Makes
gone to the Senate or the National Assembly and
makes
they said,
sense.
okay, we're gonna set up a confab and we're gonna discuss and we're all gonna come together. Now, the outcome of this confab must be implemented by so and so date. It must not be. Now it's taking it. That act has taken it away from Jonathan. that even if he was not the president, whoever is the president coming in is an act that is there that he must implement that the outcome of that confab. Another way they could have actually done it as well would be that whatever that is discussed here could be put to the people in a referendum or in a vote. We've discussed, we've sent our representative, they've discussed, they come about this, then let's educate the rest of the Nigerians and then they have a vote. And if Nigerians say, yes, we agree with the outcome of this, then on so and so date, by this year, the outcome of this confab must be implemented. That has taken it away from Jonathan. Now, he initiated the confab, got the report, didn't implement it, and left it there. Buhari came in, not his problem, put it away because he doesn't like it. But if it was a law that mandated him to implement that act, that if he came in, he wouldn't have had a choice. He would have gone by that, because if he doesn't do that, then he will break in the law. So I think a lot of people who we are part of it, I've listened to them, not Mike, the like of Michael Zekome, speak about how wonderful that report is. It'd be good if we can get the report and read it ourselves. But I think the fact that there's no legal backing or legal framework to make that report implementable is why we're still discussing it today. So it might be the case that in the future, when this such discussion is being had, that the first way if I was the president, the first thing I would be doing is first of all to get a legal framework that will that will allow that to be implemented. Because if it don't, then there's really no, we back to square one and discussing what we're discussing today. So that is just the contribution I want to make.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
you made a
makes
valid
sense.
point.
Makes sense.
But first
Makes
and
sense. Yeah.
foremost, we have to look for that document. In terms of the present government, we don't know, but we have to look for that document and read it. Like a lot of people have really waited. I will. After this broadcast, I will search the internet for it. I promise you, because like I said, I'm following a different approach. We're not gonna. I'm not saying we're not gonna argue or disagree on tribe or this and that, but that is not our main problem. Our problem is we are looking for solution. Our problem is solution or how to implement the solutions. We know all those other problems there. But going forward, when I'm moderating, we have to find something. Yeah, that is a valid point that you just made. I will look for it. Like I said, I will be back here. I should be back here tomorrow because I have two other broadcast schedule. I have already missed one. I apologize. Yes, before I go, I remember. Sorry, I'm not going yet. Before I go to the next speaker, in my last broadcast, there was an issue with Mr. James and one I think Liberian guy called Seko, and it was out of character for Mr. James the way he responded or he acted on the platform that day. A lot of those in the comment section also show concern that this is not Mr. James. So I reached out to him personally. I didn't discuss much with him. And to those on the platform that show concern, he expressed his gratitude and he also offered his apologies. I hope one day when he come back on the platform, he will do that himself. It is out of character of him, and I reach out to him to actually know what's going on with him, not because of he's our historian or he's my historian. His presence here has always been wonderful. So Tokpe Fumi, a lot of you expressed your concern. Mr. James said I should thank you personally for that. Going from the last speaker, I think again I would like to thank you. Let me highlight some of the comments here in respect to what you said. Well done, speaker. We have to genuine lead and servant for this kind of suggestion to work. Yes, we do have them. We don't know why they are not. I don't even want to be talking about. Don't let me mention it before it turns into another thing. So, what's your name again? Nigeria is a scam. The floor is open. I have finished this particular discussion, this topic. If you want to continue discussing, the floor is open. If you want us to end the broadcast to wait for next week Saturday, it's entirely up to you people. If you want us to go to backstage, you make a choice before we call it, if I call it a day. You know what? We'll go to backstage. We'll finish this broadcast. We'll be going to backstage. Stay there. You guys don't leave, and we will discuss
I wanted
at the
to say
back.
something though.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a summary, you know.
Go ahead.
So it's just a few sentences, okay? For somebody, for you to have a good patriotic citizens, you must have a good leaders, okay? Because you cannot be a leader and a bad leader, and you want me, who is a follower, to be a good follower. You must be a good leader first before I'll be a patriotic citizen, okay? But again, I want to put this to Nigerian citizens. There are things we do, you know, we endanger our own selves and our own life. The elites, the bourgeoisies, you know, they are more or less in the same danger with us. They are not like us. Most of them fly the airplane, private jets, you know, bulletproof cars, you know. But we ride on keke, okada, public buses, right? So let Nigerian citizens understand being a good citizen in some aspect is for your own good, like bypassing the traffic, throwing trash on the streets, you know, urinating on the streets. You are endangering your own health, you know, putting your own life at risk. I understand that a lot of Nigerians are angry. I am angry too. A lot of people are angry with the leadership and the government. But let us safeguard our own self first, you know, do the right things that will benefit us, you know. The government is in shambles. They have no clue. The government we have right now, you know. But let us do the right thing for our own self first. Thank you.
Thank you. Victor, before I come to you for your last word, Malam Ife King, let me explain myself or clarify myself why I did not censor Mr. James. You see, that is a one-off thing. Like I said, it's not it's not Mr. James' character. If you follow Mr. James very well, it's not out of character. Unlike some that it is every time you see them being abusive and being disrespectful, those are two different things. So, but I reach out to him to know what is actually happening, what was going on with him at that time, and he said it himself that it wasn't a good behavior. And but what I know is that even though he has said he has given up or he has said Nigeria is wrong, he's still concerned about Nigeria. So he couldn't stand somebody coming to rubbish Nigeria, even though the person was saying the truth about Nigeria at there. So I can understand. I like I said, I reach out to him. But when someone or some individual decide to be doing that every time, then I'm left with no choice than to act the way I acted. So I hope I've been able to explain myself. Victor, the floor is yours for your final word. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't really have anything much further to add. I think if you were able to, I mean, we're not going to leave that to you yourself. I will do some searching myself and see what I can find. But if you're able to find, if we're able to get hold of the confab report, I think it would be important to read that report actually and see what is there. But like I said, that report, even if no matter how good it is, the fact that there's no legal framework to back it up or to make it implementable still presents a kind of challenge that you can't really force the government. Because if you see, if for example there is a legal framework that makes that report that mandate that report be implemented, what would have happened is that it would have actually make it easier for us, we in that aspect, for example, because if the subsequent government say, for example, that report there's a legal framework to say that report must be implemented by 2023, for example, January, and the subsequent government have ignored it, we can actually take the government to court and say, hey, we have a report here which you should be implementing. You've not implemented that report for what was the reason, and get the court to force the government. But the fact that there's no legal framework, we can't hold government to anything. The report is it's just a mere suggestion
As
or
well,
a
like
mere
it's just a paper,
yeah,
as far as it's concerned.
it's just a paper,
It's
so
just
it
a paper.
doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't make it implementable. So what would have helped?
We can push for it if we get it back to the citizens again, which is still a resistance. We can push for it,
Yeah.
push for it to be legalized. If it's good.
Yeah, exactly. So if what we can do as a solution will be if we can get the report and digest the report, and we all pretty much agree that that is a good report and maybe a way to go. What we can do then is maybe all of us here in diaspora, and also a campaign to everybody to use through their own. I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, this people don't represent us," but still, they are there, regardless, as our representative. We can push through our private sponsor bills, through our um, National Assembly members representing our constituencies to say, look, guys, this report is here. What can you do to enact a law that make this report implementable? That's another thing we can do. Whether they will do it or not is another thing, but at least there's no harm in trying. It can only you don't know what the outcome will be if you don't try. So that's why I say things. But I think, for a lesson going forward, I think if the people in authority are listening and anybody listening, in the future, if such discussions or action was to be taken, I think the first thing first is to establish a legal framework that will make
Yeah.
that action implementable. I think that is a lesson to take from that.
Thank you very much. I hope you will be here next week, Victor. I hope you will be. Where are you joining from, if you don't mind me asking?
Edinburgh, Scotland.
Oh, okay. So you will be, because we operate the same time then.
Yeah,
I
hopefully.
will be in Wolverhampton. Then we will
Okay.
discuss this.
Okay.
I want to put in this a joke here. Something I find as a joke here. It's a question, but it's a joke. The environment takes the lead. Train deaths on the street bypassing the traffic and urinate. The last part is the one I'm focusing on. Urinating in the streets if you don't find public restroom in the US. How do you become patriotic? Like guilty as charged.
No, I can. Can I say something as regards to that?
To the last part. To the
Yeah,
last part.
yeah. In the US, I don't know who put up that question right there. In the US, you can easily walk to a fast food restaurant. Please, I'm
But
pressed. Can I
what if
use
you're
your
in an
bathroom?
area? What if you're in an area where there's no fast food restaurant? Let's be realistic here.
No, you talking?
Nigeria is a
No, he
scam.
said in the US.
Yes. What you have if you are going past an area where there is no fast food. If you're in a vicinity where there's no fast food.
In the US or in Nigeria?
In the US now, in the US, not in
No,
Nigeria.
no. If there is no fast food, you must see an office or a
Come
boutique.
on. Nigeria is a scam. Let's be realistic here. Some
I am
offices
I am
don't even
being
allow you
realistic.
to use their
No,
bathroom.
I am being realistic. How many people in the US here walk on their foot? It's either you're on the bus or you are driving.
So Nigeria is a scam. Okay, good. You are going by the countryside. Countryside. What do you do?
Countryside?
Yeah.
No, countryside is different. People pee on the
What?
street on people pee by the roadside because there is a countryside. See. No. Hold on. The countryside. I've lived in the
Yeah.
countryside. I lived in Savannah,
Yeah.
Tennessee. Okay, Savannah,
Yeah.
Tennessee is like a village, right? I lived
Okay.
there before I moved, so you can see a lot of bushes, forest, woods. Nobody's watching you. Before you see a car drive past, it's gonna take like
So you
maybe
can
10
go
minutes.
into the bush and urinate.
Yeah, you can urinate. Nobody watches you. That's different.
Okay. So
It's different.
you're talking about this about the streets. You see.
Yeah, I'm talking about the city. Like
So
if
you
you are
can't be
driving past
100% patriotic in
Headbridge
that.
on Isha right now. Hold on.
No.
If you are driving past Headbridge on Isha, brother, you will see men, married men, urinating. They don't care. You see? So I don't know. So
No,
that's my point.
Yeah, no, just a scam. I think it's not about being unpatriotic. I think it's more about education and being enlightened. I think the rest. I mean, what a pin on the pin is one of the things that you can't help sometimes because it's nature. But I think with education and the public awareness, I think people can do better. But also equally, I think government also have a role to play in that regard. For example, here in the UK, there's literally people are more than happy for you to come inside and come into their shop or into their pub or whatever and have and pee without anything. But also there are like it's hard to walk a distance without seeing a public toilet. However, you will find some instances where, and everybody does that. It's not. It's for everyone's benefit. However, you will see having you will find yourself in some situation where there's nothing available. For example, you might be
Yeah.
on a night out in the UK. For example, everything shuts at certain time. You are outside. You are pressed. There's no shops open for you to pee. You desperately need to pee. What do you do? You know, but then when it becomes, what is the problem is I think is when it becomes a habit that you just want to pee all the time. Anywhere you see a space, you pee. But if in some, you know, if you're caught in a situation where you don't have a choice, but to, let you take its course, then I mean, it has to happen. But I think it's not about people being unpatriotic. I think it's more about people being aware of their actions and being able to not just think about himself but everyone else. Yeah, but that has to do with a lot of awareness.
Ah, thank you, gentlemen. For those of you, if you want to stay backstage, then you can stay backstage. Victor, I don't mind having a word between the backstage briefly, please. I'm going to the backstage now, and
Sure, no worries.
yeah. All right. Thank you, and thank you for joining, and God bless you.